Je me demande combien il y a de
Stanley
possibilités.
thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
J'ai tout fait là, non?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ah, les trucs que j'ai... Ah non, j'ai pas pris la porte bleue. Ah mais la porte bleue, c'était pas ici, c'était à droite, je crois. Merde. Ah. Ok. La voix du narrateur derrière cette pute. Bon, par contre, c'est long. Il y a une fin ou... Merde. On se voit pas. Très perturbant.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons.
Ah, merci.
Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Quelle surprise. Oh merci, c'est beaucoup moins long quoi.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Si je meurs.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating,
Je vois pas ce que je
working,
peux faire de
all of it
différent ici.
monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Ok, je l'ai déjà fait celui-là. Il faut qu'on reparte à la porte pour prendre la bleue et pas la
I can't
rouge.
wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley
Et du coup,
thought.
c'est la porte de droite.
How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing. When Stanley came to a set of two open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it
Je me
perfectly
demande combien il y a
well.
de fins
Perhaps he
différentes.
wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible
Si je
he
fais genre
wasn't
ça.
5 years ago. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Je sais pas, je teste. Hein.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Ok,
When
bon,
Stanley
cette fois on
came
va à
to
la
a
porte
set of
rouge.
two open
Enfin, bleu.
doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why... I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
Allez.
Let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see?
Ooh.
There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with
long
me.
quand
You've
tu
given me
parles.
absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option.
Trop
This
bien.
already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be
4.
honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to you. If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look. Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
What?
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
C'est horrible, hein. Je suis désolée, hein, mais... Non.
You heartless bastard.
Ouais, le bruit, il
Did
est
you do it because you
affreux.
hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Ça me fait penser aux Indestructibles, sauf que le bébé n'avait pas cramé dans le dessin animé. Quoi?
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you.
Mais je me
From now
raccourcis.
on,
Je
I will only
me...
create to
je
fulfill a
m'accroupis
greater
tellement.
artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here, no, here, and then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course, and just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable. Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect?
Ah,
It could
si,
only
si,
be better if-
perfect.
Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Non, mais c'est quoi le bail, là? Le mec m'entraîne dans quoi?
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
Non, non, j'ai pas de lait. En plus, ça ressemble pas à ça, les crevasses dans Minecraft.
Oh, no,
Enfin, les
This
caves,
is
c'est
far
pas
more
ça. genre.
open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Minecraft. Non, mais... Est-ce que tu l'avais eu, cette fin-là, Alex? What?
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
On dirait Portal, un peu. C'est Portal.
It's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Qu'est-ce qui branle? Qu'est-ce que ça vient foutre là?
Genius.
Non mais...
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble.
Ah! Ah, le chien! Pardon. Pas rien. What? Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Mais... Oh là là! Mon Dieu. Mon Dieu. Tellement bizarre. On dirait un vieux motel américain dégueulasse. Oh putain, je suis rentrée chez moi. Moi ça non. Enfin, c'est ma cabine mais... Enfin, c'est mon numéro de bureau mais sans le... What? Très bizarre. Ah!
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Bon, on n'a toujours pas eu la porte rouge. Hein. Ah, ça si, la porte bleue, mais après, je voudrais voir si on reprend l'autre rouge, ça fait quoi? Ah, parce que là... What the fuck?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
C'est droite ou gauche? Pour les portes. Je sais plus.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back, and lingered for a minute, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Il s'est pas passé beaucoup de choses ici, je crois.
And so he
Ah oui, on n'est pas allé au bout.
maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
D'accord. Oh merde.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley
problème, c'est
walked
qu'il y a pas
upstairs
beaucoup
to his
de...
boss's office.
Il y a pas beaucoup d'issues. Non. Ici c'est mort. Mais ici j'ai l'impression qu'il y a qu'une issue, mais ça me semble bizarre en même temps. Est-ce que je... C'est toujours pareil là? Oui, c'est toujours pareil. Oh, mais
Here's the door, just go.
Il en a trop marre, le mec. J'avoue qu'à force... relou.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Ah là, il n'y a qu'une.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Ça devient long à force.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Ça se trouve, il y a des petits indices. Voilà. En même temps, il y a plusieurs fois les mêmes photos, alors bon.
It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from
Ça va
this
faire
very
pareil là,
place.
c'est terrible.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Tiens, on l'a déjà fait, du coup.
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
On pouvait pas monter avant.
Then that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is.
Mais ça marche pas.
More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going.
C'est genre ça fait rien.
What all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
Non, je m'en
A
tape.
moment of solace before you're obliterated?
Je comprends pas.
I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Est-ce qu'il y a un truc à faire là?
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Ouais.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this
Il doit y avoir un truc, hein, mais...
or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? But you
J'ai pas... vraiment, c'est hyper bien fait, c'est marrant et tout. Je pense que je donnerais genre 4 sur 5. En vrai, c'était cool. Il y a plein de fins différentes et tout. C'est un peu long quand même quand il parle. Il parle pas pour dire vraiment grand chose. Enfin, une fois que t'as compris l'idée principale du jeu, genre c'est bon, tu vois. Ouais, c'était sympa. Après, pas transcendant non plus, quoi.